Hello, welcome to Strategic Selling for Success. I'm here with the one and only Akil Shahid with Vonage. Hello, Akil.
Hi, Bruce. How are you?
I'm doing great, my friend. Akil, let us know when we're selecting providers, what is one of the biggest reasons we want to select Vonage as our provider of choice?
Yeah, great question, Bruce. So, I would say the biggest reason would be, if you're looking for a provider that has a flexible solution and something that you can customize, certainly you should consider Vonage. We own the entire technology portfolio, the entire technology stack, unified communications, contact center, and API, all are owned holistically by Vonage. So we can really provide a simple, easy to use platform for organizations to take advantage of.
And that's so important to know is customization, simplicity, and the complete technology stack. So what business challenges do you solve for a customer and how?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of different challenges obviously faced even post-COVID, the world that we live in these days, right? So we can really help an organization leverage their communications platform by, enabling functionality and features to allow for their workers to work remotely, to be able to really have visibility across the organizations, in real time, so they can see exactly what's happening by being able to take advantage of all the data that we can now embed within their CRMs of choice. And then also be able to really take advantage of AI technologies and other, self-service options that we provide to be able to deal with the challenge that everyone's faced with these days, which is the shortage of employees, right? So we're able to really be able to augment the current workforce by providing these features and functionality to provide a great customer experience for the end users.
And when you think about augmenting that experience, what are the best types of customers or verticals that you work best with and why?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of verticals that obviously our product fits in, but some of the verticals that really stand out, I would say, are healthcare, right? We know healthcare is extremely hot. There's a lot of requirements around security and privacy in that space. So Vonage is high trust certified. So really, we can provide a full suite of solutions for a provider to be able to enable their patients to communicate with them. Video obviously is extremely hot these days, right? So we're able to also provide video as a platform for providers to take advantage of, again, securely through our platform, along with the ability for them to communicate with each other via other tools like SMS. Right. The other vertical I'd say we see a lot of huge growth around is retail. Right. Again, think of that evolution that a retail world had to go through, especially again, during COVID, to be able to communicate with their customers. So the Vonage platform has the ability to really enable retailers to communicate with the end users by providing them that digital doorstep that they need to communicate with the end users on whatever device, whenever, and however they want to communicate.
So you gave us two great verticals to consider. Who out there has verticals such as healthcare and retail that could take advantage of this experience? So, Akil, we had a report that was the Apterex Small Business Software Trends Report of 2021, and it actually found out that SMBs are turning to software as a service and other cloud-based software to power their digital transformations. And they need providers to help adopt, scale, and optimize their solution stacks. The SMBs actually represent 99% of all businesses today, and 77% of them report that their reliance on technology actually increased during the pandemic. What role, Akil, does your company, Vonage, play with how technology can help businesses with this digital transformation and adoption to the cloud?
Yeah, great point. And again, the SMB space is, like as you mentioned, right, very critical to how folks communicate. Right? It's definitely for a lot of the SMB owners that digital transformation has been tough, right? Because they weren't quite aware of how to even start the conversation, right? Where do they even begin? And what does the end state need to look like, right? So again, I think what has really helped accelerate this, obviously, we know COVID certainly has, but the other big thing is really having advisors and partners in the space that really understand the space and can really help be their guide and help them through that journey by showing them exactly what the end state needs to look like. And how we've helped, obviously, is really providing them the appropriate tools they need to embark on this journey, right? By providing them the communications platform to take advantage of, to be able to provide that remote and workforce environment for their employees to be able to also take advantage of omni-channel solutions to be able to communicate with their customers on whatever device, whenever they want to communicate, whether it's chat, whether it's social media, whether it's email, or whether it's basically leveraging to SMS or texting as a means to communicate. Because again, we know that the end user has obviously evolved as well as more millennials and centennials get in the workplace or get into as making business decisions or purchasing decisions, right? You want to be able to provide them multiple ways to communicate with you. So we certainly have the ability to provide that. And then our contact center solution also gives them the ability to really have all that the intelligence available in a central platform like a CRM that they use on a day-to-day basis, like Salesforce or Zendesk or Dynamics.
You use some great ways of leveraging your technology to adapt to this digital transformation adoption to the cloud. And you had said it's all about how do you start the conversation. So give us some great open-ended questions that we could use to position and leverage your company when we're out there with customers.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important to understand the business side of the house, right? Just like a doctor, right? You really can't prescribe a solution until you understand exactly what the actual symptoms are. So it's important as an advisor, you go in to understand exactly what the end journey is, what the end result is that you're trying to accomplish and how to help them start that journey. So I say, open-ended questions would be more, tell me more about your overall objectives. What are you trying to accomplish as an organization? Give me more. Give me some examples of exactly what that end state needs to look like, right? So with that in mind, you can now start thinking of different solutions that'll fit into it. The other thing I'd ask is, if you do not make a change today and you continue leveraging the current infrastructure and technologies that are currently in place, how does that impact your business? How does that impact your customers? And how does it impact your brand in general, right? So I think it would be important to understand that. And then the last but not least is, find out how many tools. Tell me more about the number of tools that your employees use today to communicate and do their jobs on a daily basis. That gives you an idea of exactly, they're using multiple applications and how you can help unify that experience for the end user to make their life simple.
Akhil, you gave us some great open-ended questions we could use to leverage the business conversation even further. And you actually help set up, how do we help customers manage change and actually minimize risk and increase productivity within the workplace? So the last thing I want to ask you is, what other products or solutions complement yours best and why?
Yeah, look, like I mentioned, Vonage, obviously, being that we own our entire technology stack, we are able to integrate and embed into multiple different applications that are used on a day-to-day basis, right? For example, like I mentioned earlier, we embed within CRMs and CRM applications like Salesforce, Zendesk, ServiceNow, and Microsoft Dynamics, including Teams. Right. So if you have users that are using Microsoft Teams, Vonage is a direct routing partner, meaning they don't have to go to Microsoft to buy the actual PBX services. That'll come directly from Vonage. So that's a great solution that can complement us. Software-defined WAN, right, is another product that complements us really well. Obviously, you need to have a good infrastructure in place to be able to provide a superior experience, right? If you don't have a good network, a good backend system, your experience for voice or video is not going to be the best. So I think that's critical. And then third thing I'd say is security, right? There's a ton of focus right now on security across the industries, right? So there's some great security applications that can now work alongside the Vonage platform to really make sure that the end user is secure and the experience is as superior as it should be.
Well, you heard it directly from Akhil Shahid with Vonage. When you're looking for a company that offers the full technology stack, customization, and simplicity, who do you want to call? Vonage. Thank you, Akhil.
Thank you.